Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson now has the evidence of a major racket involving the top brass of the Guyana Power and Light. Leaked emails obtained by Nightly News reveal how emails from this man, Ishwar Dunarain, the former deputy CEO of GPL, who was wanted by the police in connection with the fraudulent obtaining of some $27.8 million of GPL's money, writes about how the former acting CEO of GPL, Colin Welch, was framed by him, Dunarain, and others still in the employ of GPL. Dunarain sent an email dated Sunday, June 12, to someone he addressed as Johnny Boy. That Johnny Boy is Dukaran Jonathan, who is the facility manager at GPL. Jonathan is also the cousin of now fugitive Ishwar Dunarain. It reads, "Johnny Boy, tried calling you today but got no answer. I think we may have a problem. Just heard that the government is considering bringing back Welch. Got this from a very reliable source in the government. Need you to do some things very quickly to run interference and protect the team and our interests. Alert Parsram Prasad, who is the Divisional Director Loss Reduction, and make sure he gets word that Badal, ASAP, that Badal is Robert Badal, newly appointed chairman of GPL and owner of the Pegasus Hotel." The email continues, "Badal will need to work around Patterson, Minister Patterson that is, because Patterson might be sympathetic to Welch's cause and still may feel that he was cornered into agreeing to removing Welch. Also, make sure you tell Parsram to make sure Dominic burned the computer used to create the fake Skype chats that implicated Welch. I heard that some folks in the US have evidence that it was a fake profile. Some guy came into Guyana last week with a report on the matter. Tell Dominic that we may have to find another angle to implicate Welch before they reinstate him, and we'll be contacting him on that." That Welch Dunarain speaks of is Colin Welch, who was recently terminated by the board of GPL over allegations that he was in communication with the bidder and supplier of the meters, Tesco plc, a British firm, and Shenzhen Clue Electronics Company Limited of China, respectively, urging them to supply false information to the board of GPL. GPL had been hit with a massive prepaid meter theft in 2015, and as the email reads, Dunarain is the mastermind. He tells Johnny Boy in the email, "We need to make sure that the missing prepaid meter report remains concealed. Touch base with the man in internal audit, as Nand Kumar is no longer in a position to help. This one could be extra embarrassing due to the shortages of meters. Parsram will need to make sure this issue is concealed, as all 2,000 plus meters disappeared under his watch as metering manager, and likewise for the other inventory components under the Unserved Areas Electrification Program. He should be familiar with the other components." Dunarain also referred to reprogramming Itron meters. Itron meters are meters that can be read remotely and are supposed to be tamper-proof. He tells his cousin in the leaked email to tell Dominic to lay low on the reprogramming Itron meters, particularly the one at the Pegasus Hotel. He may need to get word to Badal to run generators more often for now. I'm sure that he and Badal can work out a deal on payments for now. Dominic is not in a position to be greedy. Heard that Bal restated his allowance payments that Welch cancelled for the acting operations manager position. This and more damning bits and pieces were leaked, and you will hear how some consumers are paying more for what they actually use because of a systematic plot set up by Dunarain and the hierarchy of GPL. This leaked email is in the hands of top government functionaries and is also engaging the attention of the police. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.